Okay, folks, Climber's Loop. All right, there's a couple ways you can go. If you're looking at the map, we could go straight and go north up the mountain, or you could go and take the visitor's loop, work your way to the south entrance and go up the south to the north. I did the south first, so I went through where that gentleman's walking out now. I went through that way. That's a nice trail through there, easy walk. And then I went up the south side. I then came down the other side, and then I went straight this way, so you'll see it straight on your map, to the north side. I recommend going straight to this way, straight down the road, enter the north side, and come down the south side, and then come out here to end your walk. It's a nice little trail. So those are the two ways that I went, and you can do it whichever way you want according to the map. Make sure you bring your map with you, and make sure you bring a lot of water. There is some climbing. I give it a 3 both ways on your climb, so I give it a 3. It's a moderately hard one, but it's only 1.8 miles, not too bad, and you'll be up right against the side of the mountain up there. And again, make sure you bring lots of water, make sure you bring your nutrition, and let's go hiking.
Okay folks, Climber's Loop, first walk of the classroom. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. It's at the Mission Trails Visitor Center. So what we're gonna do is gonna follow the loop. All right, and so what you're gonna look for when you get here is you're gonna look for the Visitor Center loop. It's right here. All right, and then we're gonna take a hike. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, and let's see what we do.
About 150 yards in, you'll see a sign that says Follow Juniper, and you'll see a sign over here that says the Visitor Center Loop Trail. All right, so we're gonna follow this trail, and we're gonna go towards the mountains. We're gonna follow the trail. Trail consistency is a little bit rocky, so make sure you look down. There's some rocks for you to trip over. So make sure you keep your eyes moving left to right, and make sure you're looking for rocks. Came across some mountain bikers with bells, so if you hear bells in front of you, it's usually a mountain biker letting you know that they're coming around a corner. So let's keep walking. Every once in a while you're going to see signs. Make sure that you obey the signs. So Mission Trails Regional Park does a really good job on identifying areas that could be hazardous or dangerous. So make sure you, again, keep your left or right peripheral vision going, looking for signs that can help you so that we don't have any problems with the class. Half a mile in, and look what we find. Somewhere to rest for a second, maybe have a snack if you need a snack. But we're half a mile in. There's a lot of walkers out here, so you'll feel pretty safe out here. I'm here about 8:30 on a Thursday morning. So here's my little break area. Get some water, hydrate, let my feet have a quick rest, and then we're gonna keep moving. All right, a quick tip. See, we're in a rocky area, so there's a lot of rocks. We're gonna be climbing up a hill in rocks. Always kind of find the easiest way if you like. So instead of climbing over this rock, I noticed that I can go around the rock. So I can go around this way and then come back through and not have to climb over rocks or having a tripping hazard. So I'd rather go around rocks. So for example, right here, I can take this path and go around here, right here, rather than climbing over the rocks. And for those that are maybe don't have the leg strength or not quite in shape to climb over rocks, always take the path of least resistance. So when you get up to the top of the stairs that we just came up, you're gonna see a sign right here. But we're gonna cross the road here, and we're gonna follow. We've gone from Grinding Rock Loop, and we're gonna move over here to Climber's Loop. So we're gonna move into our next destination, which is now a climb up into the hills here. And so we see our sign here. It says Climbers Loop South Trail, a mile loop. So here we go. Stop here, and taking our stop, we're looking out over the valley here. See off in the distance the visitor center. There's parking there. Notice straight up the road there, there's parking there. Not very much, so make sure you guys carpool. But there is parking at the visitor center. It is limited, but holy cow, what a view. Entry of our trailhead, Climbers Loop North, 1 mile loop. We're gonna go up the hill here. Always kind of look at the boards that are at the trailheads. They'll give you an indication of what to expect, if there's anything new or anything you need to know about the trail. Looks like there's a Climbers Loop map here. And so we're gonna do the Climbers Loop map and finish our hike for the day. One thing to keep in mind is pay attention to your heart rate. That was part of our assignment. You are moving up in elevation. You are going to sweat. You're going to be winded. And so it's good to take a break. Again, the walks, it's a 3-hour class. And so take your time. There is no reason to rush. Superheroes, we don't need superheroes. You're taking this class to better yourself, and you're using nature as the tool to get better. So right now I'm about 30 minutes into the walk, and you know, I'm winded. I'm a little sweaty, and have had a couple gulps of water. So that's the main important part here, is you're in the wilderness, and you need to make sure that you're hydrated. Again, it's nice to have a partner so that if something does happen to you, but if you don't, there are a lot of people on the trails here. So stay hydrated, stay fueled. Again, one of our essential objects or things we need on our hike is nutrition along with hydration. So I'm going to sit here and have a snack and have a glass of water, or a sip of water out of my my hydro flask, and enjoy the scenery, and then head on up. So I'll see you at the top of the hill. And you can see the mountains here. So we're almost there. Taking a look back across the valley. It's about 9:30 now. Been doing it for about an hour, and it's getting a little warm, so make sure again you bring a lot of water. I just had my nutrition break and my water break. I've been taking water breaks sporadically so to stay hydrated, but again, we're not in a hurry to hike. We're here to enjoy it. And so again, take your time, sit down, monitor your heart rate. We had the heart rate assignment that was due last week, and so make sure you're monitoring your heart rate and your fatigue factor. If your heart rate's too high, take a break, bring it back down, and drink some water, have your nutrition break, reapply your sunscreen, and then head on out. All right, see you in a few minutes. So what we're doing here is I wanted to show you that a lot of times you may feel lost or disorientated because you're like, wow, where am I going? And so as you go up sometimes the trails, they'll have a little sign here, because like right now, although I've been on this trail before, I was like, wow, am I in the right area? And so a lot of times if you find signs that say trail with the arrow pointing up, that means straight. Obviously if the arrow is right or left, it would be right or left. So usually arrows on trail signs are usually up, meaning straight, or right and left, so that you can follow them to the right or to the left. So this one points up, so I'm going to keep climbing the hill. Part of it, I just talked about a trail sign, and now I came to this and went, what the heck? All right, again, I didn't get disorientated, I didn't get nervous. I looked around and I see a sign up there that has a right and left trail sign. So what I'm going to have to do here is climb this rock here. You see there's a step here. I'm going to step there, 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 and then head to that trail sign. I'll see you in just a second. I'm at the trail sign, and it says right or left. So if you came from the south, you'd be going to our left. But I came from the north, so I'm going to go to our right. So I'm going to follow it down, and so I'm going to follow the trail sign.
Excuse me?
Yes, sir. Okay, so this is why I tell you to look left and right. I was coming down the hill pretty hot, wasn't really paying attention to what was going on, and wow, look what I stumbled across. I got all the way down next to him, I got all the way to that rock and looked down finally, and there he was. So gonna sit here for a second, see if he moves, and go from there. But yeah, looks like he's about a 3-footer just sitting there, waiting for somebody to come across him. Again, don't be nervous, just kind of wait him out, and let's see what he does. Well, after about a 5-minute wait, he did slither away. He's now in that bush right there. So like I said, wait him out. Don't do anything stupid. You don't need to throw rocks at him. You don't need to yell at him or scream at him. Just basically wait him out. If you had to, you could always go back the way you came. Again, it's about 9:30 in the morning. For me, I think it's about maybe 10 o'clock now. And so they're gonna probably come out a little bit and start sunning themselves. He wasn't rattling, he wasn't in attack mode. He was just trying to get some heat in his body so that he can kind of veg for the rest of the day. So nothing was scared, no worries. I know people are going to be scared, but just kind of wait him out. And if after like 5 minutes you don't feel like he's going to move, just go back the way you came. Still would get credit for your walk, still would enjoy the hike. So no stress, just keep walking. We went up the north, we just came down the south. We're back down to the road. You can go back across if you'd like and go through the woods again on the Grinding Rock Trail if you wanted to go back there. Or if you're done for the day, just go ahead and walk the street back. Since I went both ways, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna walk the street, since I did both the north and the south to see how it was. I recommend go the north and then come back down the south. It's a little bit more, for me, it felt like it was easier to climb up the north than it was the south. The south seemed to be a little rougher, but some people may disagree, and that's fine. But for me, I went up the north and came down the south. So, all right, I'm gonna head back to the car. I'll see you in just a few minutes. Okay, just got back to the car, finished the Climbers Loop, about 1.8 miles. It was, like I said, moderate, probably a 3. There's some spots at the top where you got to be careful. It's a rocky climb and a pretty good descent. Not too bad on the descent. Heading up though, you're going to be along the mountainside, and so there are rocks. You're going to see rock climbers, which I thought was really cool out there. So I give it a 3, and I give it a great hike. Again, I'm not here to ask you to be superheroes. I'm not here to ask you to do it as fast as you can. You're taking the class to enjoy nature and enjoy outside and what San Diego has to offer for us. So please take your time. I can't stress enough the essentials that we have on our list. I'll have a backpack review in a few minutes and put it online for you. I had a complete hydro flask of water, and I filled it up twice, so I had an extra water with me, and so I did fill it up, and I used it, and I had a nutrition break at the top, and I just had a nutrition break now. So definitely bring your essentials with you. Bring food and water, and I have a little towel that I carry with me, and so I had to wipe it off, and it's pretty wet. So again, I got out here about 8:30 this morning. I did it twice to go both sides to see what it was like, and so I'll go over that in just a second. All right, so I put my map in obviously a Ziploc to keep it dry so that I could carry it with me. I went this way first and then came to the south right here. I'll have pictures of that in the video, but I went to the south first. You could have gone straight here to the south, but I went this way first and went through here. There's a beautiful creek right here to have a nutrition break, you'll see in the video. So I went this way and then came back down and around, and then I went back this way and went up and around. I enjoyed going to the north side first. This is the south, this is the north. I enjoyed the north first and then came down through there. So there are 2 ways you can do it. Again, make sure you have your map with you and your essentials. And yeah, like I said, I give it a 3.